Hey, what's up, y'all? Vince Ryder, aka B-Boy Vinzel. I don't know why I make videos in this channel anymore, but yeah, here I am. There's really no, I don't even know what the intro or anything of this like because I know that there's still people that remember me doing all the B-Boy commentaries and stuff. And usually I'm all well prepared, especially when I make videos for my other channel. But this time I'm just not active on YouTube anymore. I have a new job. I've been making more money, way more than ever YouTube ever, made for me. And that still stuck with me. It's like, man, YouTube sucks when like I know that, a lot of stuff that I put out there that went viral didn't really get the monetization that they deserve, but at the same time, I'm like there's been this point of just especially doing videos that I didn't want to do when I was at my YouTube Prime and being sponsored. I was like, man, what am I doing with my life? You know what I mean? It just there was a time where I was so silent doing YouTube where it felt so good. It felt better, And I know some of you guys don't really care to hear me out. Understand that this is my channel, obviously. I can talk about whatever I talk about. I can cancel this whole BC1 talk if you want me to, but yeah, whatever. BC1 is now in Tokyo. I believe this is the second time they're having it in Japan. And yeah, this is going to be the world finals. This is my predictions. Take it or leave it. I don't care. Who watches these videos? Nobody. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not here to call anyone out. That I'm already setting a bad vibe. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna go downhill from here, okay? I would say go, like just like Mizkif, go full demon time. I don't know why he says that. It's stupid, but I don't want to say go full demon time. That's demonic. But also, I just chill. Like kind of like I don't know. I guess that's every video I keep been making has been chill. This is more like a different type of chill. It's like a chill and slouch, and like if I fall asleep right now in this video, I guarantee nothing changes. Okay, nothing would care. Oh man, what time is it? Oh, where am I? Oh, okay. So basically, I'm just being the opposite of Ivan. I'm surprised Ivan, yeah, the B-boy action super figure, like is there. Shout out to B-boy Ivan. But yeah, he set the energy. I saw the final. I saw a lot of stuff. I saw the qualifiers here and there, the last chance ciphers that was going down, the footwork battle. Shout out to Box Cutter. I didn't know he was back. Um, who else? Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde. First off, can I just say something about Bonnie and Clyde? I saw that Kanatsu was part of Bonnie and Clyde, and I'm kind of like genuinely confused. And I'm like, isn't she pregnant? Like, is it like Mass B-boy Mass? Shout out to B-boy Mass. What the frick is up with you? Like, why on she is pregnant? What are you doing? What are you doing? Shout out to Anton for having a baby soon. Big ups. But it's like, so I don't know if we're gonna see her. The thing is that was that like before or after? Because it cannot be in the same time. Because you cannot have a pregnant B girl like compete. Yeah, do what you want to do with your body or something, but that's kind of not ideal. I don't know. Should you exercise if you're pregnant? I'm a dude, so I wouldn't know that. Also, I don't have a kid. Yeah, that's kind of like just strange. But also, yeah, the footworker battle. I saw some legendary cats there for sure. And I don't. By the way, can I just say something? What's up with Frankie's haircut? Like, what is that? What is that hairstyle, dude? What is that? Man, I want to talk about a bunch of stuff in this particular Red Bull BC1 or something. But before someone timestamp, yeah, let's talk about the predictions. Listen, this is my video. We could talk about anything else. But instead, we're talking about BC1. Oh, God. Does anything change? After the freaking spin control jam, I'm beginning to have less faith in b-boying than ever. Well, in terms of the community. And the reason why I haven't been making a lot of these videos is because I seriously don't want to lose my passion of breaking, but let me tell you, it's really starting to get there. It's really like after that jam, like the aftermath. I just feel like nobody cares about anybody in the b-boy community. It's like no one cares. So why would I care of actually getting to the point? Like no one cares about that. Do you care about that? No, you don't. It just gets to me. Like what is up? Where's the love and all that? Whatever. But other than the amount, I mean, that's the thing with b-boying, or within the b-boy culture, a lot of bitterness. And I guarantee there's probably a good amount of bitterness. The thing, there was like a lot of jams going on. There was like spin control. There was like some other event or something that a person that I followed that was going to. Like the whole 9 yards, like there was a lot. But this is the top 16 b-boys that are going to be competing. I know Jet Lag, represent Italy. I think there's two Italians in here. Oh yeah, Pesto and Jet Lag and Pesto. Pesto is dope. He was really killing it in the US, and especially alongside with Gravity. Shouts to him. And he's been going places. Starting to like his style for sure. But there is I mean, to be real with you, I know everyone here. For the longest time, that's the beautiful thing about b-boying, is that I know it's one of the only sports, if you can still call it that I almost know everybody. You know how in the NBA there's like these crazy freaking fanatics that are like, man, I know who that is. Oh, why he's there? And the thing is that it's so viral to the point where it's just a bunch of gibberish. Like I keep hearing like things going on with the Miami Heats or the New York Giants, or I think the New York Giants is the no New York Knicks. That's also the same thing with football. It's basically what any sport. And football is, especially with soccer, oh man, that's another bag of worms. And you just hear these fanatics, and they talk about this and that. They talk about team traits, and in living in the U.S., I just cannot stop hearing that. It's like, can people just shut up? Shut the hell up about like, oh man, you heard about this Stephen Curry? Just freaking golly. I don't even need to be part of basketball, but you can literally just go out of your freaking door, go to the gym, go eat lunch somewhere, and you can just hear some idiot just rambling about, oh man, you heard what LeBron James did? Golly, dude. I can even wear a random hat and people would think that's, oh man, what sports team is that? I was like, dude, it's a freaking regular hat. It just happens to have like, I don't know, a bee or something. It could be literally any animal. And I guarantee there will be people around, especially here in San Francisco, they'll be like, oh, that's the, that's the what? What are you trying to say, man? It literally happened to me and it's stupid. But b-boying is where it's at. And I just wish it was at that point where, not like, instead of hearing Ray Gun all the freaking time, we can actually hear other b-boys and other b-girls, and just talk it. Just being the news out there. We already seen billboards of like Jilu and the Nike ad, and also like Shigekix. And yeah, no one else is talking. Like the moment I mentioned B-Boy Lee, and he's kind of like one of the biggest, Shigekix is one of the biggest, Amir, for sure, he's not like necessarily far out there. I know he did something with some brands out. But, just any of these B-Boys, if I mention their name, people will be like, oh, yo, yeah, I know Hero 10, yeah, I know him. Oh, Grimson, yo, he's dope. Yeah, I know these B-Boys, I know that. And, well, sadly, it just doesn't reach to that point. But sports does, that's, the Olympics has lost us all. If the Olympics really happened when B-Boy was in the Olympics, and if it was in Japan, oh, that would be crazy for sure. But anyway, sorry, back to the freaking bracket. Yeah, Jet Lag versus Lee. I mean, I seen Jet Lag and I really do like his power and everything, his ability. But Lee, I feel like starting off when he's off fresh, like, and I don't think there's any point that he's falling off at this point. Lee for sure could definitely kill it. He could definitely kill it, you know what I mean? So there is a part of me where Lee is probably going to win. Jabril versus Shigekix. This is a power battle. I got a good feeling that if Jabril is very good, but it just doesn't matter. Shigekix probably might win. The thing is that many b-boying events are actually practicing the art form of judges, basically not having any biases here and there when it comes to the judges. Like it comes down to crews, but the thing is, it gets to a point where it comes down to friends. Like for example, somebody from Russia that is has nothing to do with Shigekix, and is a friend of Shigekix can still vote for Shigekix. Sadly, there's no Russians near because it's Red Bull BC1. They're trying to keep their image, and I don't think Russians are coming back anytime soon. Kind of sad, but they're if I'm gonna be real, Shigekix, yeah, for sure, for political, and it's a Red Bull event, and he might win, and it is what it is. But if Jabril can bring the heat, there might be a chance. Isin versus Amir. Amir, for sure, is probably going to win for differentiality. Isin, if he can get in Amir's face enough, then probably for sure. I don't know. Isin is crazy. Okay, he's savage. I don't know what's up with these Japanese b-boys, man. They're savage, but they're not necessarily like the most savage I ever heard is Babylon. If anybody remembers. But when it comes down to Isin, like he's at that point, but also he he's still like could kill it, but still mean focus, but also get in people's faces. It's a good amount of elements going around. But for Mir, I mean, nothing stops his creativity. The dude is always creating. So Amir. Alvin versus Icy Ives. Alvin is probably gonna win most surely. There's a part of me where Icy Ives is just not. This is not the year. But also there is a part of me where I really do want it to happen. I really do. I mean, I want Icy Ives to win for sure. Because when I look at his channel, man, no offense, like I hope he doesn't see this, but it just doesn't look like it's going to well. Like, and when it comes down to b-boys building an audience in YouTube, listen, Gravity tried it, Zach tried it, Icy Ives tried it, freaking Isin, yeah, he's sort of successful with it, but not good enough, And shoot, especially when it comes down to Lock Sam, nobody wants to talk to Lock Sam when he was doing stuff, but when it comes, like, I don't know if that's true or something, shout out to Lock Sam, but the thing is that b-boys making their own YouTube account and adapting to that vlog culture or something like that, they get to travel around the world. But the thing is that when it comes to the YouTube, for some reason it doesn't hit the same way because I've seen gamers, many other within the gaming community, the community that I work in, that basically does a lot of videos and they do a lot of podcasts here and there, and they're successful. And pretty much it's because they're, when they do get gameplay, so their social practices is kind of like evolving. But when it comes to b-boy content creators and b-boy content creators, it sort of just doesn't hit the way it should. I feel like there's a part of me where, when I made it, during like my other channel before it was terminated and stuff like that, it all came from the inspiration of doing gameplays. And so far, I pretty much adapted to, making b-boying content. And of course, I don't do that anymore, but that was a time, man. That was a time. And Icy Ives, he's really trying. So there's a part of me where hopefully he wins because, U.S. is not getting cheaper. I can only imagine Alaska is just, being more expensive. It's already expensive as it is. You can check the grocery prices up there. Like, it's insane. It's heartbreaking. But, like, who knows, man? The thing is that for Alvin, this being Red Bull, him being a big deal, it's kind of like man, it's sadly not it's a no-brainer. It's like, it's kind of tiring at this point. And the thing is that I don't even know where Alvin lives anymore. The dude is traveling 24/7, freaking 360 days. Like, at this point, it's like, bro, go back to Venezuela, man. What's wrong? Like, is there something going on in Venezuela for Alvin that he just, like, seriously do not want to touch there? Like, even though he competed for the Latin, like, in Latin America, the thing is that he doesn't want to touch Venezuela. Like, what the heck is going on there? Like, is Venezuela that bad that something is going on? You know what I mean? So I'm kind of a bit worried for his safety's sake. And there is a part of me where it's like, like, what's going on? Like, are you going back to Venezuela or something? Like, I always like, when it comes to b-boying, I'm different from other people. People talk about the technique. People talk about their, legionary or something like that. I don't know what it's called. But the thing is that I look at attitudes. I look at body languages. I look at their life. And, from what I follow and what they're going through. Like, if some of these b-boys are, if they have a loved one, God forbid, if they had a loved one that passed away, listen, I want them to win. But skill is always going to end up. Doesn't matter what you go through. I look at Alvin, I look at Ice, and I look at all these other b-boys. And listen, all of them are going through some crap right now. I guarantee it's a tough world out here, especially when you're at the age of being like an adult. And all of these b-boys are adults. And right now, it is not a fun time to be an adult in this current age, especially as a b-boy. You have to find other incomes. Like, how the hell did they even get to Japan? I know the tickets aren't cheap, so you can only imagine. But, that's what I feel. And I just have to, just put up out here, in the wild and just let them know, like, yo, man, prayers, hopefully some success can come to your way. Because success in b-boying is just, it feels like, yeah, I'm doubting. But, man, we are just a losing battle, okay? It's getting to a serious point. And also, I haven't talked for a while. I just realized, like, you know what? This is going to be just a podcast slash, me rambling and talking about the Beast One predictions. That's what it is. I just want to let y'all know that. Don't like it, eat it, suck it, okay? I'm here just to be human with y'all, okay? Can you understand that? You don't stop thinking that, listen, b-boys are humans. You struggle. I guarantee there's a good amount of b-boys and b-girls there that are hoping that somebody's willing to share a meal with them. Especially for a place in Japan where, food is relatively cheaper than here in the US. Like, they're just hoping. I guarantee. And thank goodness no one's alone. But at the same time, almost all of them have to eat for themselves. They have to find ways to make good income or something. And some of them are probably struggling. Some of them rely on b-boying just to buy their meals. That's not how life works. I'm sorry. Like, how else are you going to survive in this world? How are you going to eat? How are you going to find a hotel? Some of them could be literally struggling and not paying rent. And now they have to go into a country that doesn't speak their own language. It sucks, I can only imagine that's kind of not an easy life at all. Man, you know what I mean? Anyways, Flayu and Pesto, these two individuals right here. I know Pesto's been killing it. His flow is amazing. I just really do like how he does his freezes. I noticed that his freezes are getting longer. Does anyone notice that? Like, his freezes getting longer for a lot of battles. And, it seems like, yeah, his style is mature. He has, what did they say? A grown man style for sure. But for Flayu, he's experienced. He's at this point in his life. But the thing is that it's crazy to see him compete again. I was like, where have you been? Like, I don't know. Like, will Flayu win? Like, there's a part of me where I feel like Pesto for sure, with all of his competing experience this year alone, like, is relatively high. And I haven't seen Flayu in a while. So, I don't know, man. Pesto is probably going to win, for sure. Mighty Jake versus Lorenzo. Lorenzo was setting up the strategy when they were having that like whole like who's gonna take it, who's gonna go here, who's gonna go there, or something like that. You know what I mean? And for Lorenzo, yeah, it felt like for sure he like it made sense why he's going with against Mighty Jake. Maybe there's a part of power for sure, but the thing is that I think it just, to me personally, it felt like Lorenzo is aiming low while Mighty Jake is aiming high, and almost any of them could get a good punch, could get a good attack. You know what I mean? I'm talking about this like it's freaking Street Fighter. But what I'm trying to say is that Lorenzo is doing like while Mighty Jake is doing power or something over Lorenzo. I guess what Lorenzo was thinking, like, let me attack you from the low bottom, doing footwork and not, doing a bit of power here and there. Maybe that could be his strategy. I don't freaking know. I don't know that. I'm not part of Ruggeds, but there is this part of me where Lorenzo, it just seems like he might win. Mighty J has to pull out something creative, something as flowy as Lorenzo. But so far, Mighty J, I don't know if he's going to win this. But Lorenzo, he probably might take it. And yeah, speaking of Ruggeds, I feels like Ruggeds is in the house, leave Lorenzo. And now Grimson, my gosh. Grimson versus Faye. Effie, whatever. Effie, he's a b-boy I've been watching for the longest time. And the dude is still killing it, for sure. I just love his power, his flow. He inspired a lot of b-boys for sure. But now he's here up against Grimson. Grimson for sure is like, there's a part of me where he kind of relies a lot on music and also on the hypeness and the ratchetness, the rawness and personally, I like that, I grew up watching a lot of people is doing that, like, he kind of reminds me of like almost like a younger, K-Mel in a sense. Grimson is going to take that as a compliment for sure. Where you at, Grimson? Come on, where are you? But also, like going up against Faye, the thing is that Grimson has to be a bit more polished to go up against Faye, at least to me. But Grimson, for sure, he's going to win, and I hope he wins. Because that would be amazing. Hero 10 versus Haruto. This is a Japanese battle. Never thought we saw today. But it's dope to see. When they were setting up the brackets and all that, Ivan yelling, Amir doing his, I don't know. And when I said Amir, I'm not talking about B-Boy Amir. I'm talking about Miracles. Just, the host, the Belgium host that seems to be at every freaking B-Boy event out there, it feels like. It's either him or basically Max Momentum. And thank goodness, I don't know where Max Momentum is, basically. I don't know. But for Hero 10 and Naruto, like, there was no choice. Everybody chose the brackets, and they have to go with each other, and it felt right. Like, we need a Japanese battle for sure. It is in freaking Japan, so might as well having these two powerheads. And the thing is that there's a part of me where it's either two of these that are going to be in the finals and probably got to take the crown. And this is just hard. Hero 10, Haruto might take it for sure. Just enough, move sets going up against Hero 10's power. But Hero 10's power, if in the right music, in the right motion, in the right energy, he could take it all. And that would set a freaking mudslide for a win at the Beast One. If you set up that energy, you're already setting an example for sure. But Haruto, from looking at that battle between him and Hijack, I am confident that Haruto for sure might win. So I feel like I'm going with Haruto. Like, I look at the freezes, man. Like, there's some points of this where some miracles that he's just bringing, and it's just like he just strikes so well. The dynamics, the setup, and everything. The way he strikes it all together, it just felt right. So for sure that, Haruto, he might win. There is a part of me where Hero 10, I'm not, maybe it's just me. I'm not interested with the whole power stuff and stuff like that. Okay, what new power do you have this time? Hero 10. The thing is just, there's a part of me where it probably is going to feel the same. But in the right music and timing and energy, again, there could be a chance. Or you could do something completely crazy. I don't know. But so far, what do I think? Who's going to win and who's not? Who's going to be? Let's set this up, okay? So who's going to be in the finals? You know what? There is a part of me where either Lorenzo was going to be in the finals, Pesto, Grimson, and freaking Haruto. Okay, we're going to start it off in the right side. And I feel like it's either going to be either Lorenzo or Haruto in the semis? Question mark? But also, the battle between Grimson and Haruto is going to be deep. So Haruto has to go through freaking Grimson. And there is a part of me where I hope Grimson wins. And if Grimson versus Lorenzo, that's going to be a dope battle. These two are gonna love each other, or they're just gonna go at each other in the most confident way, and it's just gonna be good vibes. I just love seeing crew members fight. But, I feel like Haruto will go up against Lorenzo and then go into the finals. It might come to Haruto. Lorenzo for sure, if he has enough moves and the right timing and the energy and everything and the savagery he brings, then he might take down Haruto. But Haruto might end up in the finals. Alongside, and we're going to go into the left side here, we got, if Jabril defeats Shigekix, Jabril might take it all the way up. But if he go up against like either Jetlag or Lee, and possibly Lee, like that's gonna be another battle for sure. And then it has to go up like it's either between them. But either them, I feel like if Jabril wins against Shigekix for sure. But if Shigekix goes into like the semis, has to go up against like anybody that is gonna like either Jetlag or Lee. Like, for sure. Like, the thing is that, yeah, Jabril for sure, but seeing how Japan works it and seeing their hometown advantage and, they're well rested and stuff like that and all that, they live there, I feel like Shingekix, man, he might have it. He might have it. I'm not going to mention jet lag, but when it comes down to jet lag, I feel like that might be a power play for some b-boys here and there, especially with jet lag. I know. Jet lag on jet lag. Okay, I'm saying a lot of jet lags. But especially for either Lee, Jabril, the jet lag could play strong bases in some of these. So there is this part of me where since Shigekix is from Japan and he lives there, that he might have better sleep, he might take it. But Jabril has to go. There's a lot of sacrifices that he has to make, and he has to go hard for sure. What time is it? Okay, I gotta check out the times here and there. It's important because I do have a job and I'm waiting for my calls and stuff. But we're good. So that means Shigekix, if he were to win, or Jabril, he will go to the semis. For this one alone, what did I say? Yeah, Shigekix. I think I say Shigekix, even though I hope Jabril might win. Shigekix, yeah, for sure. I might go as far as say Shigekix might make it up against, and we're gonna have another full-on Japan battle, Shigekix versus Haruto. Okay, but also Issen and Amir, like between them, whoever's gonna take it, it's probably gonna go into the the semis for sure, alongside with Shigekix. But now we got Alvin and Ives. And there's a part of me where if I do see Amir and Alvin battle, it's going to be the battle between two styles and two different tempos. But if it's like Icy Ives, man, I don't know. I feel like Icy Ives is not going to go too far. He might go too far? I mean, I hope he does. My Filipino brother, Kuya. And I really hope that he might go up there, but we don't know. I don't know for sure. The thing is that how he's feeling, what it's like there, because, listen, at the time that the BC1 starts is the time where I think, it's just already midnight here in the U.S. If anything, I'm probably not going to watch it once it live streams, even though I got nothing going on tomorrow. Except for more calls and stuff like that. But who knows? Who knows? This is hard. Amir, I will just say, just to cut this video short, cut to this chase, Amir versus Shingekix. Shingekix, if he's strong enough for sure and original enough, he might take down Amir, but there's a part of me where Amir might take down Shingekix. Originality alone, what he brought to the table, his moves, his, like just the vibe he gives, okay? So, saying that, it's either going to be Amir and Haruto. I don't know what other people might say or something. People need to calm the frick down. This is not the end of the world. This is just what my opinions are, okay? Nobody watches me. Nobody needs to worry about whatever or something. Don't waste your freaking typing fingers, okay? So the keyboard warriors better not come down here. Oh, nobody freaking cares, dude. Nobody freaking cares. I don't you understand? Do you see the subscriber rate? Nobody watches these videos, bro. It's just my opinion. I could even block the comments if I want to. But I feel like I shouldn't. I shouldn't, because I just want to know the interesting people that I should make a video of when they comment, okay? I'm just thinking of that, okay? I don't give a damn, okay? I'm going full angel time. I can't believe I'm saying that. I don't want to say go full demon time, okay? I don't. But I am going full you know what time, because I'm tired of this BS in YouTube, okay? I'm just tired of it. Okay, I don't give a damn. So what I say, Amir and Haruto, people can analyze, can anal butt frick at each other into oblivion, can suck each other off if you want. Go ahead, just do it. But I don't give a damn. I really don't. It's gonna be. I really truly want to know who's really who's really taking any of this seriously, bro. Come on, man. So yeah, Amir versus Naruto. Shoot, I'm betting 1,000. Okay, someone's gonna be rich. And we have the B-girl battles. Let's do this. So Rico versus Swami, Leona versus Starry. Actually, let me do it this way. Rico from Japan, Swami from Mexico. Oh God, I don't know where Leona's from. Yep, sorry, don't know where she's from. I don't know who that shit is. Okay, who's Leona? I don't know. Starry, Korea. Juliana representing Poland. Sissy from France. Fresh Bella from Korea. Jazzy, I forgot. I think the Netherlands. I don't know. I think the Netherlands. Yeah, probably the Netherlands. I forgot, man. I know B-boy Jazzy, but I don't know B-girl Jazzy, to be honest. Only a little bit, to the point where it's like, okay, well, I think, yeah, I know that she's from Europe. Okay, it's either Netherlands or Belgium or somewhere around there. We'll just go with Netherlands. Stephanie, Ukraine. Can I just say a side comment? The whole Stephanie and freaking Hero 10 relationship, I shouldn't judge any relationships here and there, but it just doesn't feel right. Like, Hero 10 is, first, like, I don't think he's 21 yet, right? And Stephanie is like, what, almost 30 or something like that? I don't know. There's like a huge age gap here. Okay, I'm oversaturating, but no one's talking about this. Of course not, because no one talks about much about B-boy other than freaking Raygun all the damn time. Like, I don't know what Raygun's even doing at this point. She's not even active. I don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not. I heard she was in Taiwan doing something. But that's just it. Like, there's not really a lot of news of like freaking Raygun, man. But when it comes to these non-fans, and we're talking about the people that don't even watch no damn B-boy battles, that don't care about the B-boy culture, and they're just like, oh, these white people are taking over the black. Man, you don't even give a damn. So what the hell are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm shadowboxing, but like, you think all this is gonna be taken over all the moment they see all B-girls, oh, Raygun. People need to drop that crap, okay? Raygun just ruined it all for us, okay? That's just what it is. Anyways, yeah, Stephanie from Ukraine, Ayu from Japan, Ciora from Kazakhstan, Logistx, the US of A, my Filipina, Nika from Lithuania, okay, Olympian, Carla from Romania. Never thought she would actually make it there, but she did. Firebird from Bulgaria, and Kimmy from France. So there you go. We got the bracket right here. Rico versus Swami. There is this part of me where, yeah, Rico has been building up a while. Okay, so probably Rico is going to win. There's a part, like, I don't know about Swami. Like, she is, I'm trying to think. There's something so, like, masculine and tough. Like, I remember Swami, like, in her crew, like, you know, B-boys, and she just looks more tougher. It's kind of like the same thing with B-girl Kameen from battle droids. Like, yeah, the toughest girl apparently is the one that is like that sticks out the most. Like, and also just happens to be more tougher looking and stuff like that compared to the B boys. And when it comes to Swami, it's nothing different. But I don't know. I don't know what much of Swami what she has to offer, to be real with you. So I'm just going Rico. Okay, I'm gonna just be real. Shout out to Swami. I remember seeing her, meeting her at the freestyle session here in California a long time ago. But I mean that was a long time ago. Leona, I don't know who Leona is, so Starry might win it. There you go. Juliana versus Sissy. Juliana, man, she happens to be okay. I'm just gonna say this. I don't give a damn what people say. I'm a man. I'm straight. I used to be bi. Okay, I just want to let everyone know that right now. But I repent because being bi and all this LGBT crap is a sin. Okay, and pretty much Juliana is the most beautiful and attractive B girl in that whole roster. I'm sorry. When it comes down to who's the prettiest and we can make a free... listen, Julia won. Julia wins with just her good looks alone, okay? Maybe because she's Polish and something like that. I don't know what's up with the genetics there, here and there, whatever you want to make. But it's just that, yeah, she's attractive. Beyond more. I mean, I could say the same, and I gotta be careful here because some of these girls are just a little too young. I don't know. Like, I would say Firebird, but Firebird is in somewhat in the masculine side sometimes. There's certain B girls. Listen, there was a time. Can I just give you a history? There was a time where almost all B girls just cannot be a girl. They just cannot. They cannot be a girl. Like, there was a point where they have to wear baggy this, baggy that. They have to look like a little boy or something like that. And it's just like the most awkward crap I have ever seen. Like, I know that Castet is trying to bring that back. I just had to say that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Castet. Castet trying to bring that back, I look at Castet. I was like, are you even a girl? What are you freaking wearing? What the freak are you wearing? What is this crap? What did B-Boy Aleph has possessed you to be? Okay, what's going on? Golly, Cassie, with the freaking, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of it. But she showed her muscles without a doubt. She's telling you, like, yo, don't mess with me. And also goes willy-nilly when it comes to the smokes. Thank God she's not here. I would freaking smoke her. Call her out. Okay, I just had to. I mean, there's a lot of B-girls that I question sometimes, and I just call them out. Like, I mean, shoot. There's some in the Chance Cypher that I want to call out, but they're not here, so there's no point of doing it. But let me tell you, listen, that's how I was known for in B-boying. I'm the one that likes to make fun of every B-boy and every B-girl. That's what I wanted to do, and I stopped doing it because, well, I just got tired of it, you know what I mean? It gets to a point in age, but man, I just love it. I still love it. I still love making fun of B-boys and B-girls. It's all about the fun, man. That's all I love to do. But the thing is, when it comes down to Juliana versus Sissy, I feel like Sissy's going to win. I'm not going to lie. Skill alone, Sissy's going to win. She's been killing it. France's own, the female Killian for sure. Like the power that France has, you can see that all through Sissy. Like what Melting Force was for me, especially during the times when Sosa was part of it. And next up, Fresh Bella versus Jazzy. Jazzy has this interesting style. But other than that, I feel like Fresh Bella for sure. Like it's more constructed. There's something about Korean B-girls that their style moves and everything is highly a bit more constructed than Japanese B-girls in a sense. But Japanese B-girls freaking go crazy. But when it comes to Korean B-girls, for sure, there was a point where they were not a lot at all. But slowly and surely, especially with Fresh Bella. And I believe Fresh Bella, yeah, she's like, there was another B-girl that's similar name and stuff like that. But I'm talking about the Korean Fresh Bella, okay? Is there other Fresh Bellas? I just get there was a part of my mind where it stopped was like, hold the phone, Vince. I think there could be another fresh Bella, which they could, but you know. But anyways, yeah, fresh Bella probably is gonna take it because I don't know much about Jazzy enough to actually really get that far. It's surprising. I know Carla more than like Jazzy, but and also when it comes to Liana, I don't know her. But apparently I know Sayora, and there's a good amount of people that don't know much about B girls at all when it comes to Kazakhstan. Yes, you'll be surprised. Stephanie versus IU. IU's footwork alone might win this whole battle. Let's just be real. Stephanie, on her hand, just has a beast of her own. I will never forget that moment in the Olympics. It really showcased like how power dependent or how real, like, how she can smoke anyone, and how she's ready to dominate and stuff like that. But also, I guess I wouldn't say power dependent, but also just she has power. She has the moves for sure. Okay, and the freezes and everything like that. And it's a good amount of elements here and there. And I just feel like, yeah, Stephanie could win this. IU's footwork alone could just take it all. And if Stephanie falls, then IU, oh yeah, that's it for sure. But you know what? I'll just put my monies for IU. I feel like Stephanie hates me enough already if she sees this video. I'm sorry, Stephanie. It's just, the age difference. I'll stop. Sayora versus Logistx. Logistx is going to win. Logistx is at this point that I noticed that she is just, ready to go at anyone's neck. Like, she's like, like, I don't know where that attitude came from. There is a part of me where it has to be from Seku. Okay, listen, shout out to Seku, I love you, man. But there's a part of me where it has to be from Seku for sure. But also, Logistx, like, she's been doing this for the longest time. Like, already. And pretty much, yeah, I got a good feeling, like, yeah. You know what? Give it to Logistx. She's going to take this for sure. Sayora, I don't know. She's always the winner of Kazakhstan, so there you go. Like, she always wins Kazakhstan, but I don't see much craziness going on with her other than the power, the attitude, and all that. But I feel like that's just it. But, Kazakhstan versus a Filipino. So, basically, Weisha versus Blasia. Come on, Logistx is straight up Blasian. Like, you see the freaking, like, hoop rings? You see her, like, dark-skinned? I mean, that's a real Filipino. All this crap with, like, can I speak to my Filipinos out there? To my kuyas and my ates? Listen, we were never meant to be white. Unless we're Spaniard, like me. But still, will you stop with this nonsense with the freaking whitewashing and all that? I don't need to be going full BLM, but we're Filipinos. Become Filipinos, okay? Golly, stop freaking, like, looking all pasty in here and there. Like, the only time you would be pasty is that you have to be, like, freaking ass Spanish. Man, come on. What you doing? Even if you were, you still have dark skin. Man, it's so sad. I just wish that Philippines was right here in Japan, man. It's just literally down there. They could just go up. You know what I mean? They could just go up. Okay, that's my rant. I got more rants. And if you want more, I guess subscribe to the channel. Anyways, Nika versus Carla. So this, I don't even know what that rant was. I'm sorry. It's just that, anyways, Nika versus Carla. Nika for sure is going to win. I feel like Carla's a little too young and like the experience here and there, and especially, but she has potential. She has potential for sure. But yeah, I feel like Nika just has so many moves. Like, she has almost everything on her artillery. And at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if she actually won, which we'll get into in a minute. Firebird versus Kimmy. This could be a power battle. Kimmy could definitely get into Firebird's head for sure, but Firebird can deliver with all that power. And all that power alone is just powerful enough. You see what they did? Come on now. But anyways, what do I... Oh, yeah. Kimmy might win. for sure. I mean, France, they're just undefeated. And speaking of being undefeated, who do I think is going to win in the finals of the B-girl competition? Well, I'm going to say the two who's going to be in the finals, Logistx and Sissy. I'm sorry, okay? That's my vote right there. Sissy for sure has a better chance. I feel like, yeah, I see Sissy going up against, like, like somebody from between Fresh and Bella Jazzy, but that's just like an easy walk. But also going up against who's ever going to be in the semis, whether it's like Swami or Rico or Leona or whatever. The thing is that, no, Sissy for sure is going to be in the finals. I'm confident. So I'm putting my money on Sissy. But on the right side, it's either going to go down to Logistx and Nika. These two B-girls, we saw the Olympics. It might go either between them. And there's a part of me where you know what? I don't know who's going to win at the semis. I don't know. Because that's just going to be... The thing is that it could be Nika, for sure. She just has a lot of moves. She's well experienced and stuff like that. But so is Logistx. Like, it's just that maybe she lays off on the freaking hollow back freezes and goes for something completely different and creative, bring her dance elements into it. There is a part of me where, you know what? Yeah, Logistx might have a chance. And you know what? She's Filipino and she's from the U.S., so I have to choose Logistx, okay? I got to rep my people. So I'm going with Logistx. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the B-Boy Finals will be, my prediction is Amir versus Haruto. And for the B-Girls, it will be Sissy and Logistx. But who's going to win? Well, I'm going to say it right here. So between Amir and Haruto, Amir's going to win. Amir's going to win. Amir is more mature and just has more different styles and stuff like that. But hopefully it's Ives that's going to win, man. I really want that to happen now, just looking at Icy Ives. I really hope so. But I'm just you know what? I'm going to hope. But in realistic terms, the way I'm looking at this battle, Amir. But who do I think is going to win for this particular battle right here? Between Logistx and Sissy. Gotta give it to Logistx. I gotta get... Sissy definitely has it for sure. Okay? But you can only do so many freezes in once. But once, like, Logistx does her power and also, of course, her dance elements. The thing is that she has the rhythm, for sure. But also has the battle, elements within there. And also is well qualified. Has this quality of moves that just fits so well. I mean, I have to go with Logistx. But if Nika takes over Logistx, then, well, I'm sorry to say this, Nika is going to take it all. It's got to take it all. Going up against Sissy, nope, it's got to take it all. We saw the many rounds that she did against Royal this year. My God. She will royally win. See what they did. But, yep, I'm going to go with Logistx. There you go. B-Boys, Amir. For B-Girls, Logistx. And those are my two predictions for these two brackets. Thank you guys for watching this. Subscribe, like, comment on. Actually, you don't need to subscribe, like, comment. You know what you need to do? How about you get a job? Find Jesus. How about that? That's what you need to do. Oh, I'm looking. Yeah. You thought it was done? No, you need to stop gooning. You need to stop with this nonsense. All these times you've been looking at girls, so hey, where you